The voice message lasted 43 seconds. My best friend of 15 years had accidentally pocket dialed me while laughing about what an idiot I was. She deleted it 3 minutes after sending it, but I'd already listened, already downloaded it, already decided that the two people I trusted most would lose absolutely everything. And when they panicked, desperately trying to figure out if I'd heard it, I looked them right in the eyes and lied perfectly, just like they'd been doing to me. Let me tell you how I made them destroy each other. My name is Natalie, and 6 months ago, I had what everyone called the dream life. Married to Brandon for 12 years, 2 beautiful kids, Chloe 9 and Ethan 7. We lived in a 4-bedroom house in an upscale neighborhood. Brandon was a senior project manager at a tech firm. I was a marketing director at a pharmaceutical company. Combined income? Just over $240,000 a year. And Kelsey? She wasn't just my best friend since college. She was my daughter's godmother, my workout partner, the person who held my hand through my mother's cancer treatments. She and her husband Trevor lived 3 streets away. Our families had dinner together every Friday night. Brandon would grill salmon, Kelsey would bring her famous chocolate lava cake, the kids would play Mario Kart in the living room while we adults sat on the deck, drinking wine, laughing about terrible bosses and binge-worthy shows. Picture perfect, right? Here's what I didn't see. Brandon started working late every Tuesday and Thursday. Kelsey suddenly couldn't make our Wednesday morning spin classes. When I'd text her during those times, her responses became clipped, evasive. I noticed, but I trusted. That was my first mistake. Actually, that became my greatest weapon. October 14th, 2:47 p.m. The day everything changed. I was working from home that Tuesday, rare for me. Brandon had texted earlier saying he'd be late. Client presentation prep, he wrote. I'd sent back a supportive message with the heart emoji. Then my phone buzzed. Voice message from Kelsey. I was in a Zoom meeting, but something made me mute myself and press play immediately. At first, shuffling sounds. Then Kelsey's voice, distant. Clearly her phone was recording from inside her purse or pocket. Brandon's voice. My love? Sweet, as usual. I can't have enough of you. But honestly, this is incredible. I can't believe we've gotten away with this for so long. Kelsey, laughing. I know, right? Trevor left for his conference this morning completely clueless. And Natalie? What about her? Your wife is so clueless. She literally texted me last night asking if I'm okay because I seem stressed lately. I wanted to laugh in her face. Like, yeah, Nat, I'm stressed from keeping this massive secret while pretending to be your concerned bestie. Brandon, chuckling. Natalie thinks I'm at the office right now going over spreadsheets. Meanwhile, I'm in your bed. God, we're terrible people. But I'm not stopping. Are you? Hell no. Thursday, same time? It's a date. I'll tell Trevor I have that charity committee thing. He never questions. The message cut off. I stared at my phone screen, hands shaking. 43 seconds. That's all it took to detonate my entire life. Then I watched it happen. Message deleted by sender. But I'd already saved it. Screen recorded the entire thing with another device just to be sure. 5 minutes later, my phone rang. Kelsey. I let it ring 3 times, steadied my voice, and answered. Hey, sorry, was on a Zoom meeting. What's up? Oh, nothing, just... She sounded breathless, panicked. Did you get a voice message from me? Like, just now? My heart was pounding, but my voice stayed calm. Corporate marketing training kicking in. A voice message? I've not been with my phone for some time. I've been working with my laptop, except... I check. No, I don't think so. Why? Oh, thank God. My phone has been glitching. I thought it might have sent something weird. If you get anything random, just delete it, okay? Sure, no problem. Everything okay? Yeah, totally fine. Hey, I gotta run. Talk later. She hung up. Fast. 10 minutes later, Brandon texted, "Hey babe, random question. Has Kelsey called you today?" I replied, "Yeah, she asked about some voice message glitch. Said to delete anything weird from her. Any problem?" Brandon, "Oh, nothing. She just mentioned her phone was acting up. Wanted to make sure it wasn't sending spam to people." Brandon, "Love you, home by 8. I stared at that "love you" for a long time. Then I got to work. Most people would have confronted them immediately, screamed, cried, blown up their world in a fit of rage. But I'd spent 12 years in strategic marketing. I knew something impulsive people don't. Information is ammunition, and timing is everything. I had 43 seconds of audio. Good start, but not enough for what I needed. So, I did nothing. That evening, I made Brandon his favorite dinner, ribeye steak with garlic mashed potatoes. When he came home at 8:15 p.m., I kissed his cheek, asked about his presentation. He lied smoothly, inventing fake client concerns while I smiled and refilled his wine. Friday came. Dinner at our house like clockwork. Kelsey brought chocolate lava cake. Trevor talked about his sales numbers. Brandon grilled salmon. I laughed at their jokes and poured wine, watching them congratulate themselves silently on their deception. Under the table, my phone was recording audio on a hidden app. The next Monday, I hired a private investigator. $3,500 retainer, but worth every penny. I installed a GPS tracker on Brandon's car, magnetic, hidden under the rear bumper. I created an encrypted cloud folder and began documenting everything. Bank statements, mortgage documents, his 401k information, credit card charges, every shared asset we owned. 3 weeks of surveillance gave me everything. Video evidence. The PI captured them entering the Westfield Hotel downtown together, every Tuesday and Thursday, 2:45 p.m., all through the 3 weeks. Separate cars, but always room 317. The footage showed them kissing in the parking garage, his hand on his lower back as they entered the elevator. Intimate, comfortable, practiced. Audio recordings. The PI used a parabolic microphone outside a restaurant where they met for lunch. I got 20 minutes of them discussing their exit strategy, how they'd eventually leave us, wait a respectable year, then go public. Kelsey actually said, "Trevor will be destroyed, but he'll get over it." Natalie too. They're resilient. More evidence. Hotel receipts on Brandon's corporate card. Text messages recovered from cloud backups, months of them. Photos they'd taken together. Everything. 6 months. They'd been doing this for 6 months. Thanksgiving week. That's when I burned their lives to the ground. Phase 1. I contacted the best divorce attorney in the state. Got my strategy bulletproof, filed for divorce, but had the papers held until I gave the signal. Phase 2. I sent Trevor a package via courier. No return address. Inside, a USB drive with the original voice message, the PI's video footage, audio recordings, hotel receipts, and a timeline document I'd created. One note. I'm sorry you're finding out this way. You deserved better. Someone who knows. Phase 3. I contacted Brandon's HR department with evidence of expense fraud. Those hotel charges on his corporate card, company policy strictly prohibits personal expenses, especially those involving affairs. I had documentation of every fraudulent charge. Phase 4. I reached out to Kelsey's employer. She worked for a prestigious PR firm with a strict morals clause in their contracts. I provided evidence that she had been using company time for personal affairs, including fake client meetings that were actually hotel rendezvous. Her phone's location data, which the PI had legally obtained, proved she wasn't where her calendar claimed. Phase 5. I posted anonymously in our neighborhood Facebook group. Just the facts, no emotion. Cheating couple exposed. Brandon Chen and Kelsey Morrison, both married to other people. 6-month affair. I included enough proof to be credible, but not so much to be sued. Thanksgiving morning. Trevor showed up at Kelsey's PR firm at 9 a.m., confronted her in the lobby with printouts of evidence. Security had to escort him out. Her boss fired her on the spot. The scandal violated her employment contract. By noon, Brandon was called into his CEO's office, terminated immediately. Expense fraud, ethics violations. Security walked him out with his desk contents in a cardboard box. Brandon came home at 1 p.m. to find his belongings in contractor bags on the driveway. I'd changed the locks. Restraining order taped to the front door. Security cameras I'd installed captured his face, shock, then rage, then complete devastation. He called 63 times that day. I blocked him after the last one. Here's where it gets beautiful. Brandon fired for cause. No severance, no references. In our industry, word traveled instantly. Brandon Chen, the guy who committed expense fraud for his affair, hard pass. He's working as an assistant manager at a retail chain now, making $48,000 a year. The divorce settlement gave me the house, 68% of assets, primary custody with child support that devastates him financially, monthly $3,200. Kelsey lost her $110,000 PR job. Her professional reputation obliterated. Trevor divorced her within 60 days. In our state, documented infidelity affects asset division heavily. He got their house, their vacation property, and her parents actually testified on his behalf. We're ashamed of what she's become, her father told the court. The beautiful part? They turned on each other. Brandon blamed Kelsey publicly, posted on social media that she'd seduced him, manipulated him, destroyed his family. Desperation makes people ugly. Kelsey retaliated by leaking private messages where Brandon discussed hiding assets from me during the divorce. That got him investigated for fraud, added another 6 months of legal nightmares. Last I heard, Brandon's living with his brother in a basement apartment, 45 minutes from his brother's kids. His brother charges him rent and prohibited him from having any form of interaction with his wife and family. Kelsey moved 2 states away to escape the scandal, working as a receptionist at a dental office. Her social media accounts are deleted. Her college friends, our friends, blocked her everywhere. Trevor? He's thriving. Got engaged last month to a woman who actually deserves him. He sends me Christmas cards with his fiancée, thanking me for exposing the truth. Me? I got promoted to vice president of marketing, $190,000 salary plus bonuses. The house is paid off. My kids are in therapy and doing well. They understand their father made terrible choices, but they're not damaged by the chaos. People ask if I feel guilty, if maybe I went too far. Here's what I tell them. I didn't ruin Brandon and Kelsey. They ruined themselves. They made the choice to betray their families. They made the choice to lie, to scheme, to mock the people who loved the most. I just made sure there were consequences. That 43-second voice message, Kelsey handed me a loaded gun. I just had the patience and precision not to fire it until I could hit every target. Your wife is so clueless, she'd said. Turns out, the clueless ones were them. They thought they were clever. They thought deleting that message made them safe. They forgot that the person you underestimate is always the most dangerous person in the room. And honestly, I sleep better now than I have in years.
If you enjoyed watching calculated justice unfold, smash that subscribe button. Because karma isn't passive. Sometimes it just needs someone smart enough to help it along. And trust me, I've got more stories coming. See you in the next one.